join us from Reser Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Utah Utes and the Oregon State Beavers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Beavers kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Hey, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Finds his target. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Utes have their offense in high gear. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Offense working from the pistol. Takes a handoff. It's Carr. Stopped right there.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. A nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run across the 25. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, and these hurt because defensively you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. Got to make him make a play, but you want to make him throw. He doesn't throw because he can do that. Let him scramble around, make something out of nothing, and run it in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The running back has it. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run him again. Maybe some room here. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Keeps it on the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. After the run, now to throw. Dangerous throw on that one. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12 who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Corner's going to give them room. Off play action. Buys time to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Utes line it up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Bray. And he's in! Touchdown, Utes! Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And there he goes. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Just feeds the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. He now has 63 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the run, it's Brigg. Maybe a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeps it himself. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Utah! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it. Powers through the defender. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because we...
Makes a grab and room to run. Bulldozes his way through. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Snaps it in the shotgun. Out wide right, it's Durant. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Throws for the tight end. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they've dug themselves an even bigger hole.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Using his legs, it's Brake. He's got enough. They make the stop, but he's got enough for the 1st down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Back to throw, it's Baker. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of this drive. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And not surprised at all, man. You force the turnover, great field position, and you get aggressive. You try to throw the football on the 1st play. This is that little fringe area, man. That 30 to 50-yard line, you got a lot of space to still throw. You get your receivers open and try to make plays in the passing game.
Picks up the 1st down, mark it at the 14 as they try to put up points before halftime. The Beavers using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st. Going for 6. To the end zone and is picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Straight ahead, it's Brave fighting off the defender. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Yellow Jackets coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Beavers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Hits the hole, it's Brave. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking left. It's caught downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Utes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Handoff to the lone back. He's past the marker. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Could be an out. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Coming out with it, it's Glass. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Out wide left, it's Butler. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Right side, it's Butler. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Glass. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Beavers are rolling down the field. Right back to the well. Turning it on. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Safe little shovel pass. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
He'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Butler.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When you make a quarterback feel comfortable, man, they'll sit in that pocket, they'll go through their progressions, but when you start to hit them, they become very human, very average. They got to do a better job of keeping him upright, protecting him, so he can have a better second half than he did first.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Rushes on, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it, but more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to get the corner. Quick toss. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Third and long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Left side is Butler. They've got him corralled.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here of the game in the fourth quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that fourth down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Beavers are in the hurry-up.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Making the adjustment on the play. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Keeps it himself. A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, that's a bad fumble. I mean, you're going to give the ball to your playmaker. You understand the situation. All I'm trying to do is run clock, hold on to that thing. To fumble in that situation and just breathe hope. You gave him life, and that's what you don't want to do. You just want to run that clock.
Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like,
rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set. Stare down.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Looking for the edge. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense has it. They're on the move.
And with that takeaway, the defense has just left the door open just enough maybe for their team to come back. They needed a takeaway badly here late in the game, and they got it. Let's see if the offense can respond and seize this momentum.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He'll set up to throw. Out wide left, it's Butler. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Beavers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon State. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to pound it in. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They've got the score, 13 seconds to play, and now they have to recover the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The defense still has all 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them after the kneel down. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeps it moving. It's Bray. Inside the 30. Finds a crease at the 20. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
Utah, 27. Oregon State, 15. Number 17, set to kick off.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're going to run it to the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.